Now, my second follow-up question, Father, is uh, am I right, Father, in saying that the Catholic Church prohibits IVF?
Mm-hmm.
No,
So this is a long conversation. When you say IVF, there's many, many different kinds, and some of them are okay, and some of them are not. So we have to be very, very careful. Is it gift? Is it ZIFT? Is it IVF? Is it ART? I mean, which one are you talking about? So we cannot generalize that way. Huh? So the general, but I will tell your listeners this: there are some technologies that assist the conjugal act. They help a man and a woman to conceive. And if
Mhm.
that's the case, the Catholic Church deems those technologies in accordance with human dignity. Pero there are also technologies that replace the conjugal act, the coming together of a man and woman. If they replace, then that in ways that I cannot explain right now would violate human dignity. So it's very hard to generalize in a 5-minute statement, right? So all I'm saying is some technologies are good and some technologies do not respect the dignity of the human person.
no. Regarding that, Father, what scientific practices are being opposed by the Catholic Church? Can you name a few,
I'm
Father?
not going there. There's no need to list. In a 5-minute interview, I cannot do justice to that question. Okay, it's. I mean, it's asking you the question like, how many different things in war does the Catholic Church oppose?
Mhm.
My goodness, there are many things about war that the Catholic Church opposes, but there are also accounts of just war theory that the Catholic Church promotes. So, in the same way with science, there are aspects of scientific technology that clearly attack the dignity of the human person, while there are others that promote that dignity. And so that's a general principle that we can use and apply to the many, many, many. I mean, we could talk about probiotics, right? And then you'll ask me, well, is the church for or against probiotics? Or what about pens or pencils? The churches. So you see, the list of technologies is huge. So, and some of them can be used well and some of them cannot be. And so rather than go into individual technologies, the question you should have asked me is which technologies are good? We don't want to focus on which ones we cannot use. So which ones are good? And there are many technologies and medicines that are good.
Second to the last question, Father. Should we engage with science through the lens of faith, or should we engage with faith through the lens of science? Is
You
there an
should do
either
faith with
or?
faith and science with science, right? So you speak to a Filipino in Tagalog, you will not speak to a person from Thailand in Thai. You have to speak in Thai. Pero here in Manila, you will speak in Filipino. So when you're dealing with a scientist, talk science. Science is a language. And when you look at faith, use theological language. Now, but you can also see that Thai speakers and Filipino speakers are both human. So there are also aspects of someone who is speaking Thai and someone who's speaking Filipino. There are universal aspects. So in the same way, when we do science, we use science. So if you try to use theological principles to do science, that is basically a categorical mistake. You are trying to go to Bangkok and speak Filipino, and they will not understand you. And in the same way, if you use theological language to try to address scientific questions, then then it will not be surprising and if scientists don't understand you. But the same way is true, huh? So if you use scientific terminology to address theological questions without properly formulating the language to address philosophical concerns, then again you have a categorical mistake. So when I do science with a scientific approach. When I teach theology, I teach theology. Now I will teach I will also teach theology. When I speak to my research team, they will often ask me theological questions, and I will give them theological answers.